Hey y'all, it's Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo, the Southern Ham. Name here is Paul, and today we're back out in the park doing some portable ham operations. But today we're going to do something a little different. Today I thought we would basically take a step back in time. I want to revisit where I started my HF journey back in August of 2024, and get back to some of the basics that I started with back then and revisit some equipment. Uh, do something a little different today. So why don't y'all come along? So here's a look at how I pack out my radio. This is the typical Apache case. I forget the number on it. It's the, I forget. It's on here somewhere. It's the 3800, and it is the perfect size for my FT710. So I pack out the FT710, got the foam cut where it fits perfectly inside of there. And that's where I leave my power connection cable, because guess what? Old people forget things. This way, I never forget it. If I got my radio, I've got my power connection. So great idea, and works great. The radio's a little heavy at around 10 pounds, but it's what I've got. It's what I activate with. I've done 100 activations with it, and we're going to do another one today. But yeah, so we'll look at a little bit more equipment here in just a minute. Another cool set of kit is this little small Apache case. It's the 1800, and guess what fits perfectly in the 1800? My Yaesu microphone. As you've seen in some of my other videos, I commonly use the Heil headset, but today we're actually going to use the microphone because we're going to get back to some basic equipment. And anyway, the Apache case is just perfect for it because I can keep it in the back of the truck, and it's going to stay dry and high and dry and waterproof and all those kind of good things and protected. So just an idea that some of you might take advantage of. And of course, the next piece of the puzzle is the battery. I've got a little battery box here with a 20 amp hour eco-worthy battery connected to my little PowerWorks monitor, which goes through and tells us what we have in the way of amperage and voltage, etc. 13.92 volts ready to go, but we're not making a draw. So there's the complete connection. What are we missing? I think we're missing coax and a radio and a antenna. So let's see if we can't put that together. So when I got my start in HF communications, shortly after getting my ticket last summer, of course, like all good hams, what did I do first? I built an antenna. I built a little VHF, UHF antenna. I'm HOA restricted, so this thing resides in my attic. And anyway, it was a good antenna. I made it. It worked. So I proved I could make an antenna or build an antenna. And but when it came time to start operating HF and getting outdoors, I bought an antenna. And today we're going to look at what I bought back in August of 2024 and what I started my POTA experience with and what I still have today and use on occasion. We're going to use it again today. The antenna I'm talking about is the Buddipole. This is the Buddipole Deluxe. And I will tell you that it's my opinion that the Buddipole system is kind of the precursor to see what we see so much of today in 17-foot stainless steel whips, which I use a lot of the time. The POTA Performer with the elevated radial started with, I think, the Buddipole. So we've got both a telescoping whip and an elevated radial. Sounds like a lot of antenna systems that we see out there, but Buddipole kind of got the ball rolling. So that's what we're going to deploy today. I'll let you see how I set it up, and we'll get this thing plugged into the radio, see if we can't make some contacts. So if you've ever seen the Buddipole system, you understand that the key to the system is this Versa hub thing that holds both all the legs, which come in little bundles, all strapped together very nicely. Buddipole does an outstanding job of putting this package together. There's a cheat sheet that tells you exactly what you need to know in terms of where to deploy oh gosh, what am I trying to say? Deploy the counterpoise, and also the coil that's involved, whether you want to be on 20 meters or 10 or 40 or whatever. And so this is the telescoping whip. It has two extension sections. Um, the legs are, I guess, shock corded is the proper term for it. You simply stretch them apart, and then they fit together like so. But the interesting thing, and I'll try to show it, is this little nub right here that sits on the end of the shock cord is made to fit into the holes on the hub. So I'll see if I can't show you. So you simply take this, pull it out like so, pass it through, and then flip it over so that it locks in right here. You can see where it's locked in, and that leg is ready to go. And then you simply repeat the process for the other legs. So I'll do that as quickly as I can. I appreciate y'all being patient with me. I just thought it would be fun to go back to where I started. I mean, I didn't know, I couldn't spell HF in August of 24. I'd just gotten my tech and my general tickets in May, and it was the weekend of Huntsville Hamfest actually that I purchased my first and only HF rig, the FZt-710, and also ordered this Buddipole. And when the Buddipole came in, I started by going out to a municipal park, a local park, and just kind of learning how to use the system, learning how to listen to HF, and then ultimately how to make some contacts. And but there you go. See if I can turn the camera a little bit. So this is what you end up with, is this tripod, which is, I mean, I'm 5'8". You can kind of see how tall it is. And the legs, the nice thing about the legs is you can spread them to get some stability and also to get it level. And then you adjust the coil with, like mini coils, with the little screw-in stubs, and you have the little bypass that goes there. So we're going to go ahead and extend the coil. I mean extend the coil. Extend the whip. I've got it set for 20 meters right now, I believe. I'll check that. Is what we're going to, maybe 10. We may start on 10. But you get that there. And lastly, this is the good thing about editing. You can cut out all the stuff you don't like. All right, let's take a little look at the Buddipole system. So as I showed you before, it makes this beautiful tripod. Here's the Versa hub, I'm calling it. I don't know if that's the proper name or not. You got these two sections here. Then you got the coil. The blue is 20 meters, so that's where we're tuned today. And then the telescoping whip continues on up. The key to the system, however, is the elevated counterpoise, which attaches right here. And you will see that the counterpoise, I'll show you down here. For example, you see that little, see if I can get it to focus, these little pink, that's 10 meters. And as we continue up, I've got it hanging on my electric fence post. Now, there's a blue marker like that pink one for 20 meters. And because of it's so moist, we've had so much rain, the ground conductivity was such that I had to shorten it considerably. But we got a great SWR. I think at 14,258, we're at like 1.2. So I'll have a picture of that to show you somewhere in the video. But there's the system. There's the ABR Industries Coax running over to the table. And we'll see if we can't get this Buddipole back on the air like the Southern Ham did when he all got started. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo Kilo Park to Park.
Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo Kilo. Oh my goodness! I can't believe we actually just. It is the Southern Ham, KG5 and GKK. Oh, what park are you in today? What's going on in your world, over?
Roger, my friend. Bob, it is so great to make this contact with you. I'm setting up out at Port Hudson to do an activation out here and shoot a little YouTube video. And I turn on the radio and I can hear you like you're sitting on the bench next to me. We got some ground wave going on from here to Rosedown.
Right, that's the second time I've gotten a ground wave from 105.62. I got that in Audubon a couple of weeks ago. Oh, you're sounding great, my friend. Glad that you're back out on the weekend. Hope that your mission to work all the state parks in Louisiana is going well, over.
Roger, Bob. Well, I hope you have a great activation. I hope the pile-ups hit you hard today, and you have a great one, my friend. Enjoy your POTA in 73.
73, my friend. I'll check in with you later, debrief about your activity. You take care, my friend, and I hope you get to see you.
Roger. That was a great contact. So that's a good friend of mine, Bob, K9 Yankee Papa. He lives locally, and we both do a lot of POTA activations, but hardly ever, we never get to connect. And so today we just must have had some ground wave propagation, because between here, my park, and the park he's in, Rosedown Plantation, is probably only about 15 miles, maybe something like that. So on 20 meters, that's pretty cool. So great contact. Great to make contact with my buddy Bob. K9 Yankee Papa. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo calling CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air, CQ 20 meters. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo calling CQ US 10562 for Parks on the air and standing by for a call.
Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Sierra.
Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Sierra, Alton in Florida. Beautiful signal, Alton 5-9, my friend.
Thank you very much. I copy 5-9. You're also 5-9 here in Central Florida. Over.
Roger. Thank you so much for hunting from Florida today. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. Have a great weekend. 73.
73.
Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo QRZ Parks on the air.
Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Delta Quebec, Tampa Bay, Florida.
Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Delta Quebec, Alfred from Florida. Oh, man, beautiful signal, booming 5-9, my friend.
Yeah, you come in good here to you do 5-9. We're up with a hex beam about 45 feet or so, 80 watts out.
Roger. Alfred, if you would, give me a bit of some feedback on my audio. I'm using a Buddipole system, a Buddipole antenna out here that I haven't used in a few months, and I'm doing kind of a review on it. So could you give me a little feedback on the audio?
No, your audio is real good. Good sounding, full quieting audio, and sounds great.
Roger. Well, thank you so much for the contact from Florida. You have a beautiful weekend in the Sunshine State. 7-3.
7-3. What's your call sign? KJ5. What's the last?
GKK. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo QSL.
I got you. Kilo at the end.
Roger. Thank you so much, my friend. 7-3. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo QRZ Parks on the air. Where'd they go? But the Buddipole's working, right? I got a great feedback from Alfred in Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Delta Quebec in Florida. So Louisiana to Florida, he said great audio. So the Buddipole's doing its job. It's a great system. Easy to put up. Great system. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Kilo calling CQ US 10562 for Parks on the air and standing by.
Whiskey 4 Charlie Tango Yankee.
Whiskey 4 Charlie Tango Yankee. Jeff in Virginia. Jeff, beautiful audio 5-9, my friend.
Roger. I've got you 5-7 here in Virginia. Victor Alpha.
Roger. Thank you so much for hunting this morning. I hope you have a great afternoon. 7-3. Okay, did I hear a Kilo Alpha 6 station? Come again, please. Is it Kilo Alpha 4? Kilo Alpha 4 Tango Lima Charlie Richard. I've got you, Richard. 5-1. 5-1 in the park. Roger, 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 Roger. We got some QRM on the band, but I got you in the log, my friend. Thanks for hunting, and 7-3. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo calling CQ US 10562 and standing by for call. Kilo 4 Zulu rolling in South Carolina. Beautiful signal 5-8. Thank you, Roland. I appreciate the contact. 7-3. QRZ Parks on the air. That was number 10, so we are official. Activation in the books with the Buddipole. It's a good system. Think about getting you one. I'm going to put a link in the description. And I'm not an affiliate. I don't have enough subscribers for that. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo calling CQ US 10562 and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo calling CQ US 10562 for Parks on the air and standing by. I don't know if you can hear it, but you start an activation and there's nobody around you, and then somebody's going to key up and start blabbering, you know, right next to you where they're bleeding all over you. Just makes it fun. Just makes it challenging. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo calling CQ US 10562 and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo calling CQ US 10562 and standing by for a call. Alpha Foxtrot 4 Mike, Park to Park, Don, North Carolina. Don, I got you 5-5 in my park, US 10562, QSL. Roger, Sand Hill State Game Land. I've got it, Don. Thank you so much for the Park to Park, my friend, and I hope you have a beautiful activation. Enjoy your weekend in your POTA, and 7-3. Roger, go get them, my friend. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo QRZ Parks on the air. That was a fun Park to Park. You got to just have fun with POTA. That's all I'm going to say, because some days are peanuts, some days shells, meaning some days it's quiet on the bands, you make a call, people come, it's easy conversation. And then there's days like today where it ain't so easy, but we're getting it done. Whiskey Bravo 9, Victor Hotel. Is it Joe in Tennessee, QSL? Roger, Joe. You got a beautiful booming signal 5-9 here in the state of Louisiana, my friend. US 10562, QSL.
Have a good job, buddy.
Thank you so much, my friend. You have a beautiful weekend. 7-3. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo QRZ Parks on the air. Did I hear Whiskey 1 Lima Tango Charlie? Is that a QSL?
QSL.
Roger, James. I've got you 5-8 in US 10562, my friend. Roger. Thanks for Tennessee, my friend. Have a great weekend. 7-3. I'm getting them. We're at 15 contacts on the little Buddipole. It's over there just minding its own business, and we're making contacts. Let's try again. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo calling CQ US 10562 for Parks on the air and standing by for a call.
W4 DFC, Whiskey 4 Delta Fox Golf.
Whiskey 4 Delta Fox Golf, Dutch Fork Amateur Radio Club. Is that a QSL, my friend? Okay, we got QRM that's terrible. People bleeding all over us. Whiskey 4 Delta Fox Golf. QSL?
QSL.
Roger. 5-9, my friend.
5-9-7-3.
Thank you so much for the contact from the Dutch Fork Amateur Radio Club. I appreciate the contact. Have a great day. 7-3. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Kilo QRZ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, Mike, Kilo, Michael in Georgia. Signal is beautiful coming in here. 5-9, my friend. Roger, Roger. Thank you so much for the contact. Have a great afternoon. 7-3. So this is what I'm dealing with. This is the band. I mean, it is a mess on 20 today. People everywhere. So as I showed you, the general portion of 20 meters was an absolute train wreck. There wasn't a single spot. You couldn't find 1 kilohertz that wasn't taken up. It was a mess. When I started, I had clear space, and all of a sudden there's people all over me, and everybody's telling me I'm getting bled all over. So I've moved down to the extra portion. We're making some contacts there. We'll see how it goes. So it's at this point in the activation that the microphones for my audio seem to have failed. I'm not sure exactly what the Southern Ham is thinking at this point, but it's very thoughtful. He appears to be saying something very intelligent at this point. I'm not sure what it was. I can't remember. But it was probably something about what a great antenna system the Buddipole is and how it covers all the bands from 40 to 10. All right. It's a great system. I'm sure that's what he was talking about, but I'm not sure. So, friends, that's a wrap on the Buddipole activation. It was kind of fun to get back to where I started, using the Buddipole for outdoor operations, getting back on the microphone instead of the headset, added a new element to this activation. So we finished the day with 50 QSOs. We had 3 on 10 meters and 47 QSOs on 20. Our longest was with our friend Jean-Baptiste, Foxtrot 4, India Lima Hotel in France, and that's always a good one. And so the Buddipole did the job. I mean, is it the best antenna out there in the world? No. A good in-fed half wave is probably better, especially from a listening standpoint. But it did the job, and it's a great, solid system. It's easily portable and packable. It all comes in one great package. You can throw it in a suitcase if you're traveling. So there's a lot of good things to be said about the Buddipole system. And today, the bands weren't doing it any favors, I'll be honest with you. The band was an absolute mess. The general portion of 20 was as congested as I think I've ever seen it. There's the Florida QSO party going on, other contests as well, and a whole lot of POTA activators as well. So it was a little messy on the bands, but like I said in previous videos, there's no such thing as a bad day in the park. POTA's fun, whether you're hunting from home, sitting at your QTH in your shack, or whether you're out here in a park with the beautiful birds and the trees and the flowers and the bees and yeah, all that stuff. So anyway, this is the Southern Ham, and I certainly appreciate you watching the videos. You know what to do. If you like what you see, hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I release new content. We appreciate you coming along. Thank you.